Sam Hurd's brain is wired differently. It's safe to say he paid attention in geometry class, and while most of us are looking at life through a regular lens, he's doing so through a kaleidoscope. Sam's talents were on full display recently, where he showcased his skill set in Cusco, Peru, and I was there to soak it all in. Most importantly, he let us in on his best kept secret, his Insight software. Apart from being a talented photographer, Sam also happens to be a formidable programmer and has created software that's going to help photographers embrace AI instead of fearing it taken over entirely. In this video, we're going to dive into what it is, how it's used, and what the benefits are from investing in this technology. So what exactly is Insight? According to Sam, it's the first ethical and practical generative AI tool for photographers. From the outside looking in, Insight is a software, not an app, that aids photographers during what could be a creative rut. When our back is against the wall and we're looking for inspiration that is seemingly not coming, Insight comes to the rescue by guiding us in the direction of where we should be heading with our next move. It's an invaluable resource for photographers that needs a little nudge when the going gets tough. Stop me if you've heard this before. You're on your sixth couples portrait session of the week and your brain is absolutely fried. You then tap into Insight and it does the thinking for you based on information that you provide. In what seems to be the blink of an eye, you now have various iterations of the same image that you put into its servers to help you in a pinch and perhaps get your creative juices flowing again. You might be wondering, how exactly does this happen? Well, using generative AI, Insight provides real-time inspiration while you're on location. You simply upload a photo directly from your camera, or you can even text it from your phone and receive a potential spark from a new pose or a new photo moments later. This process depends on your connection strength, but usually takes no more than a minute or so. You can send one photo or various, and you'll always get at least 4 sample images that sort of pivot from the one that you sent in. Insight then uses your camera's wireless FTP and SMS service. If you don't want to go through the hassle of setting your FTP, you can just text Insight a photo directly from your phone. Cool thing about having it in FTP mode is the fact that you can configure a custom button on your camera for transfers and get back to your session while having the peace of mind that the software is actually running in the background. And as if that wasn't enough, Insight also supports WhatsApp in case you're an international user or that happens to be your preferred messaging platform. If privacy is something that you value greatly, Sam's Insight has you covered there as well. Insight is a privacy-first platform. This means that photos are not only blurred before rendering, but they're also deleted post-creation and will never be used to train AI models. By now, you're probably thinking, how is this any different from those apps with an entire vault dedicated to poses and prompts? Well, for starters, you're not risking looking like a rookie that's fumbling through a plethora of galleries while crossing your fingers you land on something that could potentially pique your interest. Moreover, you don't have to take pics of those aforementioned poses and prompts before you leave your home or scribble them on a piece of paper to paste behind your camera's LCD to remember later. Insight, on the other hand, not only takes literally a minute to work, but provides you with the inspiration right then and there based on the exact parameters that you're working with, namely framing, composition, lighting, and perhaps more importantly, the individuals with whom you're working. I think there's an inherent value in having this framework assist you in real time for a seamless and free-flowing photography session. If you're just as intrigued as I am, Sam has been gracious enough to provide you with access to Insight for 5 days. Feel free to visit the link in the description and use it to your heart's content. If you decide it suits your workflow well, you'll have 2 options from which to choose depending on what that is. Thanks to Sam for providing the inspiration for today's video, and thank you for watching. If you've gotten a little value out of today's video, stick that thumb you know where, and if you'd like to continue growing as a photographer, then hey, stick around by subscribing. I'd love to have you. My name is Francis. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.